Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've just finished filming Palettober Day 18. I can't believe it's Day 18 already. I'm really enjoying it, but one of the things that's happened in October is the fact that I got to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for choosing to subscribe to me. It's incredible. And you know, for every single one of you that has subscribed, commented, I really am thankful, because I never thought that my little channel that I sit on my phone filming would get so popular. And okay, so it's not 5 million, but small steps. 1,000 is incredible. And what I really like is I can talk to all of you. This is my hobby. I have a job. I have so many other things that go on in my life, but for some reason, sitting and talking in front of a camera to all of you guys, I know there's no interaction while I'm talking, but there certainly is afterwards. And the reason that I'm filming this, and you'll have seen from the title, is really that I thought at 1,000 subscribers, I'd be able to do a Q&A. And I've been really lucky, because I put a tweet out, I put an Instagram post out, and I've had so many questions. More than I thought. I really only thought I'd get about 3, but I've had quite a few and I want to answer them all. And that's one of the great things, is that with a nice amount of manageable subscribers, I'm able to chat to you all, and I'm seriously making some lovely friends. And some I've met, some I haven't, and you know, it may always be virtually that we are friends, but do you know what? There's no harm in that. I am really enjoying getting to know people. So first of all, I'm going to go through the list. I've written it down because I'm on my phone filming, so I couldn't read it from my phone. But first I'll go through who sort of each person and the question that they asked, and I'll give you my answer. I've had quite a few, so just bear with me. This might be a long one. So Miss Makeup Magpie firstly answered my Instagram post. I'm really shocked that she answered and asked a question, but lately we've been talking a little bit, and I'm really hoping that that friendship blossoms, because I've read her blog for a while, I've followed her on Twitter for a while, and I really value her makeup opinion. I'm, you know, somebody who I admire when it comes to beauty blogging, to be honest. So really chuffed that she sort of got in touch, and the fact that, you know, hi by the way, that she watches my channel is just, it means a lot to me. So really good question. All of them were, so I'm not gonna, you know, say none of them were, because they were amazing. So this one was, if you had to choose one eyeshadow palette for the rest of your life, what would it be? So it wasn't hard to think about this, because I have raved about it for a long time, and I haven't gone high end, because I believe that most of my eyeshadow palettes are pretty similar. I think that with a good base, most eyeshadow palettes can work. But it's this one. It's the Naked Chocolate Bar palette by, well, I Heart Makeup, which is part of Makeup Revolution. So I'll just open it for you. Mine is rather messy because I use it quite a lot. So this is the way that it looks. You will have seen this definitely a few times mentioned on my channel, on my blog. Everything about this palette screams any look that you ever wanted to do, and I just love it. I love that it has this lovely, soft, buttery, creamy, white, creamy cream matte, sorry, not white, which I use on my brow bone. You could also use this as a sort of powder under the eye to brighten the eyes. I really like that. I also love that there is a highlight which you could effectively use on your cheeks. I don't know if you would, but you know, that is a possibility. And they're huge shadows, huge. I'm not sure where I'm gonna, I keep doing this, swatching and then not having anything to wipe the swatches on. That's really bad. Okay. And then what I love about it is there's some very similar colours in here, as you can see, but they're all very different, and they create the warmest, loveliest, goldeny look ever. And I think this palette would suit everyone. I just think it's gorgeous. Like, this colour is stunning. This colour is just gorgeous. Just look at that. This one I think is my favourite colour in the whole palette. Oh, look at it. So that is the one I would have the rest of my life. If I had to choose one, I just know that I would come up with so many things with this palette, and I just adore it. It might change in the future, but at the moment in my collection, that is the palette that would definitely be the one that I choose. Okay, I hope that answers the question. The second question was from LeahXO_YouTube on, _YT, and it's LeahXO on YouTube. She too had, about a few months ago, reached over 1,000 subscribers. She's so cute. She really is into makeup like I am, and we've formed a relationship on Twitter, and we sort of goad each other into buying more makeup. We're quite bad, actually. We're really bad at enabling each other. She asked, what thing would I need to do? What one thing do I need to do before I die? Oh, it's a deep question, isn't it? So I don't really have lots of, you know, what would I want to do? I love performing, okay, and I think that's quite obvious. I think, this sounds really silly, I would love to perform and sing in front of a huge audience, like a festival. I think that would be the one thing I'd love to do before I die. That probably won't happen, but I think that would be one of the most awesome things to do. I'd also like to see the Northern Lights, always have, but that's, I don't know whether I would like to see them, but I hate being cold, so yeah, that might be an issue. So I'm not sure how I would do that. Maybe on TV, that's fine. But yeah, I think singing in front of a massive festival audience like at Glastonbury, I think that would be so awesome. Although I also, I'm so wishy-washy because I could change my mind. I would love to have made £1 million. That would be incredible. I'd love to be able to have made £1 million. I may not have kept it, but I'd love to have been able to make £1 million from my own business. That would be that would be a really good achievement. It might happen in the future anyway, because the way that our economy is going, £1 million might actually be, you know, the cost of a slice of bread, a loaf of bread. So, but we don't know, do we? So who knows? But it's that grand sort of making so much money, but really working hard for it. So yeah, that's something I might like to do. Amber in Red, who is, we shared a hotel room actually at the Curve Fashion Festival, and really got to know each other, and we had a bit of not false identity, we got identities mixed up while we were there, which was so funny. And we ended up not going out because we thought we were texting the same person. One of them was saying they're out, the other was saying they'd gone to bed, and it just felt really strange. And we were just like, well, we can't go out now if they're in bed, but actually it was a different person. So we got a little bit confused. But Amber also came to my very first Style Excel, and she came on her own, and we sort of chatted on Instagram. She's so wonderful, and I'm really pleased that she's in my life. I think she's an incredible person, and after speaking to her and spending time with her, I really believe that. So her question was, what motivated me, or what motivated you to start Style Excel? So Style Excel relaunched recently, and that's why I've been just so mega busy. It relaunched as a magazine, but its first sort of, how it first came about, it was a plus size fashion event. And what had happened, I'd been to Plus North, and there's a really long story attached to this, so I hope you don't mind, I'm going to go into it. So I've always been plus size. I've never been afraid of it. I lost a lot of weight in 2012. A lot of weight for me. I was still considered plus size, but I got down to like a 16, 18 even a 14 on top, like an 18 all over. And I was still in a massive trouser because I've got a big bum. But it was weird for me because I'd never been so small and I really didn't enjoy it. I found it very difficult to cope with. And my body had changed and it was unrecognisable for me. And I'd always been a 22. That was the size, 22, 24, always, all my life. Even for, I just don't remember not being that size from a teenager. I was always very active, always going out, always dancing. I honestly, I wasn't a big eater. Like, my weight came from, it was more of, I had big portions rather than, like, it was just big portions of food. I was eating like man portions of food and I'm quite short. So I think maybe that was just it. And it was never unhealthy. Just overeating by a few hundred calories can really shift it on, can't it? Don't drink. But I was just so sporadic when I ate. I just sort of ate what I wanted. So it didn't matter to me. But I was always very popular. So my weight never hindered my life, and for a long time I didn't realise that I was overweight. I lost a lot of weight, I didn't like what I saw, and I started to put the weight back on again. And instead of worrying about it, I just thought my life was too short. I was single. My life was too short to worry about being fat, especially as I didn't think I was going to meet anybody, and not because I was fat, just because I just hadn't had any luck. I was single 3 years and I didn't think I was going to meet anybody. So I just decided to embrace what I had. It was the body I knew. I felt most confident at my biggest. So I decided to do that. And I started plus size fashion blogging. I already had a blog called 30somethinglesbian.com. I wasn't a lesbian either. I just identified as that sometimes because it was easier than saying bisexual, because lesbians find it difficult when you say you're bisexual. So long, that's another story. Anyway, it shouldn't be like that, but it was. So 30 something lesbian it's still there. It's still part of Leah XL. If you go backwards, if you go right to the first ones, you'll see. And I was writing about my experiences as a single 30 something lesbian, and it was hilarious. Well, I thought so. I thought my writing was so funny. And I decided to change the name, and I called it 30 something curvy me, because I stumbled upon some plus size bloggers, Curvy Wordy, Caroline from Curvy Wordy, and Georgina Horn, now Cox, from Fuller Figure, Fuller Bust. And I really thought they were stunning. I thought that I really identified with them, and I realised there was this whole community of plus size people that embraced what they had, and they loved fashion, they loved beauty, and they were there was a movement, there was a definite movement, and I was excited by that. You know, it was the first time I felt that I was part of anything. So I decided to go to an event called Plus North. Plus North was inspiring for me. I've spoken about this at length before, and it was because I'd been involved in events before. I organised charity events, I've organised pageants, and again, that's a whole other story. But I felt that there was a need for a plus size event in the Midlands. That's where I was based. So I came up with Style XL, not the name. I actually did a competition for somebody to come up with a name. And funnily enough, it was a lovely lady called Leah, and she's over at justmeleah.com. Yeah, I'll try and link her blog down below. She's incredible, lovely lady. So she came up with the name and I decided to run with it. I thought it was a brilliant idea. And so Style XL was born. It was very small in its first one. I didn't want to go huge because I just thought, what if it doesn't work? I can't be out of pocket. I work full time. I've got to be really realistic. So I did it small, and because of its grounding and reputation, I was able to create a bigger event, and that bigger event was incredible. It really blew my mind that I was able to create something on my own. There were people on the day that helped me out, and I'm eternally grateful, but I did it all on my own. I got all the brands involved, and these are, you know, I hadn't established myself as a blogger particularly, but I did it all on my own, and I was proud of it. But I feel like you have to finish something on a high, and there were lots of fashion events coming up, plus size ones, and I didn't like the exclusivity of the plus size community, because it wasn't that it's exclusive, it's just that I have all kinds of friends, and I feel like Style Excel isn't just for plus size women or men. I think that it should be for everyone. So Style Excel, the magazine, was sort of born, and that's what's relaunched, and that is Style with Extra. So it's everything: body positivity, fashion, style, home, health, beauty, everything. And it's a community space, and that's what Style Excel is. It's this community that is for everyone, and that's what I'm trying to achieve with that. So I know that was a really long story, but that is basically the answer to that question. Sorry to go on. Anyway, Katie_Beach_Life. I found Katie on YouTube, and I think I was looking for glossy box unboxings because I'm just really nosy, and I found her on YouTube, and I thought that her videos were really cute. I liked her 2 dogs, and since then we've been talking quite a lot, and she asks, am I doing Vlogmas? Yes is the answer. I do not vlog very often. I find it really difficult to edit videos together, and I'm going to find a way to do that. I'm not sure how at the moment, but I will do it. They won't be long. I work from home a lot, so they're pretty boring, but I will be doing Vlogmas because I did it last year. I really enjoyed doing it, and I will definitely do it again. I got to about day 21 and I found it hard to carry on. So we may see that it dwindles off again. I might do it that it's every weekend. I know that some people do it that way. It may be easier and the videos might be better. I don't know. I did like the daily upload though. Yes, I'm definitely doing Vlogmas though, because I think it'd be really fun. She also asked what my fave high-end and drugstore lippies are, and I bought them with me. You will be not surprised to know that I have loads and loads and loads and loads, over 120 drugstore lipsticks. And my favourite one at the moment, and I just love it and I talk about it a lot, is 05 by Rimmel Kate, the Rimmel Kate 05. It's a gorgeous raspberry colour. The sun's going in, look at that. It's just stunning. I really love this colour. I don't know what you could even call it. It looks red there. It's just a gorgeous colour. And I bought it on a whim and I use it, and every time I see my lips, I think they look incredible. So that's the first one. I only have 2 high-end lipsticks, what I deem high-end. And I'm not saying that MAC isn't. I've got 2 MACs, but they're not my favourite. I'll show you this one. This one I bought with my own money. This is a Chanel, I'll hold it this way, Chanel lipstick. Really weighty they are. I was desperate to get this La Raffinée, and I'll show you it. Clicks like that. It's got a gold. It's just so expensive looking. This is La Raffinée. I'll just show you it. And it's like a mid-tone brownie pink. It's almost nudie. It is it's gorgeous. I rarely use it though. It's creamy. It's a matte. It is a very creamy matte. It is stunning. I don't use it a lot because I just don't reach for it very often. It's very similar, if you wanted a dupe, to 08 by Rimmel. I'll just put that up there, look. They're really similar if you wanted something. Not quite the same, but they are very similar colours. And so even then, I mean, I reach for this one more than I do you can see the difference in quality there. But yeah, it is gorgeous though, stunning. But I got this in a beauty box, the Michael Kors lipstick in Dame, and it's this gorgeous, and like I'll just show, I don't know whether you can see it. Yeah, it's got the imprint there. Gorgeous berry, dark berry, but it's a sheer lipstick. I'm gonna put it here. Actually, that looks very similar as well. Sheer lipstick in a dark berry. I love this. And I would never have bought it with my own money. But I love the packaging. Everything about it is just stunning. By the way, the sun is going down so quickly. I really didn't expect it to. And I wanted to film another video. So they're my favourite lippies. High end and low end. It's going to get so dark so quickly. I'm so sad. Okay, I'm only on the first page. Anyway, Ellie's beauty_secrets asked, if I had to choose one thing from my makeup collection, what would it be? And I'm cheating a little bit because it's not makeup. It is my Planet Spa Heavenly Hydration with Mediterranean olive oil, facial oil, and it's by Avon. This is the most incredible facial oil I have ever had. I love it. I rave about it. I mention it to everyone. I got my, well, I looked at the most recent Avon catalogue and they don't have it. So I'm stocking up now because I can back order, but I'm gutted if it goes and I can't get it again because I just don't know what I'd do without it. So Avon, pull your finger out. This is incredible. Do not get rid of it. I love it. However, I think if we're talking makeup, it's got to be not this particular mascara, just mascara in general. I could not be without mascara. I feel like without it, my face is incomplete. I can just put on mascara on, and even I can forego the lipstick if I've got mascara. So that would be the one thing. So thank you very much, by the way, Ellie's beauty_secrets for that question. Next up is a question from Rose_Nadeem, and she said, have you used number 17 False Eye HD mascara, and if so, what did I think of it? I haven't used it, but now that you've put it on there, I think I will definitely try it. If you have tried it, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, because it'd be interesting to know what it's like. Paula's Perfection 2. This is brilliant. This is such a good question. If you won a competition to pick 5 items from Selfridges beauty hauls, what would be the first 5 items I'd pick? God, I think a Jo Malone perfume or an Erin perfume, one of them. I don't have any high-end perfumes, but I would definitely choose one of those. I would choose a lipstick from, is Charlotte Tilbury in Selfridges? Yes, it is. Probably get a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury and the Charlotte Tilbury foundation. That's 3. And I would die for a Tom Ford item. Now, what would I get? Probably a Tom Ford quad. And my 5th one would be a... oh, I can't think of what's there. I tell you what, Illamasqua, they do some incredible powders. I think I'd get an Illamasqua highlighter. So they're my 5. That is never going to happen, but I would love to. I would love it. If they said just pick what you wanted, I'd find it hard though to just pick 5. And my last Instagram one was from the gorgeous Zoe, Mama Full Zoe. And if you haven't seen her blog, I will link it down below. She and I have been talking over the last few months and our friendship has blossomed. The woman is incredible. She has really been just a beacon of light in my life recently. I love talking to her. We have lots of conversations via Twitter, and I recently met her when I was in Manchester, and her daughter Lissy. Oh, it was so lovely, but it felt like I'd known them for years. She's so warm, so lovely, and I'm really chuffed that she's in my life. So her questions were, how did I meet Claire? Claire and I met on a website called gaydargirls.com. Now, I never used to use Gaydar Girls for dating, and that wasn't what it was primarily for. I made all of my friends because I didn't know anybody in Leicester when I moved over, and I needed to make friends, and the internet was the way that I did it. And a lot of people were sort of coming out at the time as gay, and gaydargirls.com was literally like a forum rather than a dating site. That wasn't what it was for. It was a way for lesbians to sort of meet, because it just isn't easy to spot somebody. You can't just go up to somebody and go, are you gay? So yeah, it was just a way that you sort of knew what was wanted. There was a profile. It was almost like a Facebook, but for gay women, gay, bisexual, any sort of identification with the queer community. What a knob. So yeah, I had been on for years, and when I say years, it must have been from about 2001. So I'd been on for a really long time. I used to go back and, you know, if I was feeling a little bit lonely, I used to go on there because basically from not coming from this area, I found it really difficult to make friends. And my friends would then meet somebody and you'd then be stuck for friends again because they're all... I don't have to tell you that when your friends meet someone, they never come out, do they? And being single and being 30, I decided to go on again. But I'd had 3 years of being single and I just thought it was never going to happen to me. I was never going to meet anybody serious. I was never going to fall in love. I had never done that anyway. So I just decided to go on and make friends in the East Midlands area. And I stumbled across Claire's profile and she stumbled across mine. And did I message her first or did she message me? It was around the 26th, 27th of December. It's that time at Christmas where you feel like, when you're single at Christmas and you're in your 30s, it is honestly horrible. And Claire sort of came to my rescue. We were chatting. She'd just broken up with her long-term partner at that time, maybe a few months, and she decided to just get on it and make some friends because she didn't have any gay friends. It's so hard when you're not straight to sort of meet people because it is hard to do that. So anyway, I sort of was chatting to her and we really got on, and we had absolutely no intention of dating, but we decided that we'd meet up and that we'd have a chat and, you know, have a coffee. And it was more to do with making friends in the area. And, you know, had that gone well, you know, we thought we might see each other again or go out or do something. We had similar interests. And I think that's what we really enjoyed it. Anyway, on the 12th of January, 2000 and, what are we now, 14? So, yeah, 14. We met up. And we met up at Starbucks, and she walked in, and it was my birthday only 8 days later, and she bought me a present and a card, and honestly it was the most thoughtful card. In fact, it's somewhere behind me back there. It was lovely, and well, the minute she walked in and she sat down in front of me with her latte, I looked at her and I went, fuck, excuse my language, I'm going to marry that girl. And I knew it. I knew it straight away. And she was obviously quite weary about her feelings because she'd just broken up from a long-term relationship. And I knew what I wanted. And so I let her, what am I talking about? For a few days we'd sort of talked about things, and she invited me for my birthday. It was like the week after my actual birthday. And she'd invited me to hers to cook me dinner. And we just knew that we were going to end up together. And, you know, now it's nearly been 2 years that we've been together. And it's been the happiest 2 years of my life. And we're getting married. It's incredible. I never thought this day would ever come. I genuinely didn't think that I was going to ever get married. I never thought I was not going to be single. It had been so long. Anyway, very long video, very long explanation how we met. If there was a house fire, if my house was falling down and everybody was out, what 5 things would I save? It's really difficult because I don't keep many things, but my viola and violin are 2. I've had those since I was a child, and they definitely would be 2 of the things. I would save I'd save my laptop because it's work, and because I don't like not having one. My phone charger. Come on, who's stupid enough to leave their phone charger? And I don't know, I don't really have anything precious here. Everything's at mum's, really. I don't even have any photographs of like my dad or anything, so there isn't much. I don't keep, I tell you what it is, what I'd grab. My grandpa's watch. I've got my grandpa's watch, so I would definitely grab that. But I don't have very sentimental things. I'm very aware of the damage that could happen if things get lost that are sentimental. So I try not to keep much sentimental things. And if I've got anything sentimental in terms of photographs, they're all online, all of them. I've put them all online in a cloud. They could never go. So quite lucky that way. But yeah, violin, viola, phone charger, laptop, and my grandpa's watch. So there you go. Not even makeup. Claire will be surprised. And if 3 people, famous, dead or alive, were coming to dinner, who would I invite? I would invite Jonathan Larson, who wrote the musical Rent. I love that musical so much. I just want to thank him. I think it's the best ever. Complete Rent head. Chris Moyles, I have loved him forever. And I always said I'd invite Will Young. It's 3 men, basically. But Will Young and I share the same birthday. And everything that he says, he was on Question Time. And I just love him. He's so intelligent. He believes, we have the same moral feelings. We have the same political views, I think. And I think that's probably why I'd invite Will Young. I think Chris Moyles, he's not hilarious, but I just get him, and I might have just lost 500 subscribers, but he really was a big part of my life going to work, you know, my morning journey, and now again. I just used to listen to it, and he used to just make me smile, and I love the radio. So yeah. Oh, I'd probably choose some of the Archers cast as well. But that's more than 3. Okay, so we are nearly at the end here. Ah, I forgot to write this person's question down. Oh no, didn't I? I did. Oh, bother. I wrote the name down. Amy Charlesworth asked me a question, and I cannot even remember what it was. I'm so sorry, Amy. I just wrote down your name at the bottom. I'll answer it down below in the down bar. Or I'll do it in the next one, definitely, I promise. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember, I'm so sorry. And then Leanne at Bump and Beyond on Twitter said, what are my top 3 goals to achieve? 1 is to continue YouTube. I love doing it. I love the joy that it brings me. 2 is to have children. I would love to have children with Claire. And 3 is to be able to be successful in running my own business. So they're the 3. So that's it. Thank you so much. I'm sorry it's got so dark, unbelievably dark during this whole video. The sun is going down and I don't even know what the time is. It's been half an hour though for the video, so it's probably getting late. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Please, I will do another Q&A 100%. But I may do it at 2,000 subscribers. I feel like that would be the best way to start doing them at each 1,000. Am I kidding? I'm not going to get 2,000 subscribers. That's incredible. If I did, that